Hey, I'm Todd. Thanks for watching my video, and do all that good YouTube stuff. Share it, like it, hit the notification bell, thumbs up, subscribe, all the things that you do. Thanks for taking the time to watch my video and saving some money perhaps. I also invite you to check out the links in the description for some long-term savings with the stock market, and checking out the links for either E-Trade or M1, where you can save and trade fractional stocks, or Webull, which is usually giving away a couple free stocks for just depositing $100. So I strongly invite you to invest in your future and check them out. Thanks, and let's get to the video. 2010 Ford F150 condenser / power steering cooler replacement. Sucking out the Freon with the machine. Need to do that really. What you should do, go to a shop and have the Freon taken out. Hopefully you have some. All right, 4 10mm bolts to set this free. Got these side deflectors kind of tucked in here, just friction fit pins right there. Fit in these holes. Pop them out on both sides. This one actually came out, but same thing down here, as you probably saw. Got them off. Got this off, and we're working on the 13mm bolts right here. One on each side for the radiator. Then tilt the radiator back towards the engine. You do need to push on this tab, this retaining tab, so you can lift up on the plastic housing, both sides. Oh, maybe not on this side, maybe just the, oh, yep, it's right there. Push on that tab right there. We'll get this air temperature sensor out of here as well. Disconnect it or unplug it. We'll take care of that. Got our AC 10mm bolt out here and 13mm nut out of there. Let's separate these lines pretty much. Okay, I've got this aftermarket K&N filter giving me some problems here with some flexibility, so I'm going to remove this so I can get the radiator tilt back a little bit more. Got your 2 power steering clamps here. We'll use the pliers and squeeze these and get these off. Might need a pick to work inside there and work those off, but there they are. They need to come off. Got the radiator bungeed back a little bit. Should help this one-man job. And you might just stick some kind of screwdriver or something in there, maybe to help hold this out of place. Doesn't keep sliding back down and locking into place. So maybe we'll do that with both sides. Just push the tab back and lift up on it, and then we'll see about getting this out here. There are 4 push pins on the bottom, which I did disconnect as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, and they go get right up in underneath here. So there you go. Kind of a special tool to make it easier. If you want to make it easier on yourself, you certainly can take the clamp off for the transmission cooler. If you want to do that, you certainly can. But you can see it came out without doing that. You do want to try and go to your local store and pick up some new seals for the air conditioning and replace those. Just an O-ring and a metal aluminum with a rubber seal on it. Best practice. And reverse procedure to install, really. I'll show you some tips along the way if there's any. 10mm bolt for the hood release. I did remove that over there. It just kind of slides in and out. There's a little hook there. There off to the side. It also went through here. A little friction fit. So there we go. Power steering, cooler / air conditioning condenser removed. Cleaned up the bracket assembly with some brake clean and snapped the new one in place. Let's see how it fits. The radiator side. Looks like they went cheap on the paint on this side. And we're ready to reinstall. Alright, we got our new seals, and generally when you're replacing a condenser, most manufacturers want you to put about 1 ounce of their recommended oil, AC oil, into there. So we use a machine to add oil, so we're going to do that with the machine, but just to be aware, most manufacturers want you to put about 1 ounce of oil into the condenser, so consider that when you're doing the job. You know, put these lines so they're facing up, and you can, if you buy some, you can pour it in the top and just let it sit there for 15 minutes or something. Let it flow downward through the condenser before putting it on. There was a clamp here at one point that holds this in place. It's not here anymore, but that's something you'd be fighting with. And this line circles around and connects here. Just so you're aware. Mine is missing. Putting them back together. I'm not sure what the torque specs are on these, maybe 18 foot-pounds, but snug them up tight. So down here at these pins we were talking about, I felt it was easier to take the pins out of the shield, then line up the holes and reach back up there and push the pins in, because this fabric does kind of tuck up underneath here a little ways. So I recommend taking the pins, if they don't come out of the shield here, take them out of the shield and then lift this up there until the holes line up, and then put your pins in the hole. That worked for me pretty well. Alright, things are back together. Mercon 5 fluid, there's a minimum and maximum on the side. Be too bright there. Their minimum, maximum. Maybe a little bit over full because it's going to run and it's going to go into the cooler, so it's going to go down some. So for me, this had no power steering. It was empty. It was gushing out here. It was just running down. So, but I filled this until I got power steering. So, and then we did the repair. So it's pretty full except for the cooler probably. So I feel good about it. But it's going to be making some noise for a little while. Run it, turn the steering wheel back and forth while it's running, and probably just keep adding some fluid to it. It should quiet down for you after a while. Maybe just turn it to the left and leave it there for a little while and add some fluid, then turn it to the right and leave it there for a while and verify your fluid level. So that should be it for this job. And again, then you need to go and get your AC recharged, have them add some oil if you didn't for the condenser. Hope this video helps someone out for power steering cooler job on your 2010 Ford F-150.